The untold truth about Princess Leonor's rise to power. Palace doors whispered secrets. Europe thought she was just a girl. But the crown already belonged to her. Princess Leonor isn't waiting. And what happens next will shock even the royal elite. Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor de Bourbon is known as the future Queen of Spain. But few understand the full journey behind her poised public appearances, flawless speeches, and graceful diplomacy. From childhood under intense scrutiny to teenage years shaped by duty, training, and public expectation, Leonor's rise to power is far more complex than the headlines suggest. Today, we dive deep into the private lessons, the sacrifices, the unexpected decisions, and the untold moments that built Spain's next queen. Later in this video, you'll see the moment that defined her path, one her father, King Felipe, still remembers vividly. 1. Childhood under the crown. Leonor was born into a world most can only imagine: marble halls, endless protocol, and the weight of a nation on her tiny shoulders. Her earliest years were not carefree. While other children played, Leonor was learning Spanish history, royal etiquette, and the unspoken rules of monarchy. Friends from her childhood recall a girl who was unusually observant, curious, and determined. She didn't just want to follow the rules, one friend said. She wanted to understand them, to master them. The foundation of her rise was laid not in grand ceremonies, but in quiet moments, memorizing historical speeches, practicing foreign languages, and observing her parents navigate crises. Later, we'll reveal the secret childhood lesson her mother, Queen Letizia, gave her that would later define how she handles political pressure. 2. Education and discipline. As Leonor grew, education became a tool of empowerment. Boarding schools, public diplomacy programs, and even military training shaped her into more than a symbolic heir, they prepared her for leadership. Royal insiders say her military training was grueling. While most teenagers were learning calculus or football, Leonor faced physical endurance tests, leadership exercises, and public service challenges. She often stayed late, training in silence, away from cameras and applause. Why this discipline? Because the monarchy demanded not just presence but authority. Her father, King Felipe, is known for his meticulous attention to detail, and he instilled in Leonor the lesson that leadership requires both intellect and courage. Later, you'll see the exact moment Leonor passed a military milestone that left even her instructors stunned. 3. Public expectation versus private ambition. Public appearances can be deceiving. The polished speeches, the graceful bows, the public smiles, all show a princess in control. But behind the scenes, Leonor faced constant scrutiny. Critics questioned her age, her readiness, even her temperament. Social media amplified every misstep. But Leonor had a counter-strategy. She learned to control the narrative before the narrative controlled her. She built a network of advisors, mentors, and confidants who guided her through royal protocols while allowing her personal ambitions to flourish. She understood early that rising to power was not about rebellion, it was about strategic influence. Later, we'll examine how she quietly shaped policy conversations before even turning 20, signaling a level of political acumen rare for a royal heir. 4. Family dynamics and royal pressure. Every rise has tension. Every crown has pressure. King Felipe and Queen Letizia have been both guides and strict taskmasters. Leonor had to balance affection with authority, and loyalty with independence. Family gatherings were moments of both warmth and instruction, as her parents subtly reinforced lessons of diplomacy, patience, and decisiveness. Her younger sister, Infanta Sofia, played a surprisingly influential role. While she was not heir, Sophia's candid questions and youthful honesty often forced Leonor to reflect, adapt, and refine her approach, a private dynamic rarely captured by the press. Later, you'll hear about the private moment when Leonor confronted a public scandal, choosing tact over retaliation, a choice that defined her maturity. 5. Early signs of leadership. By her late teens, Leonor began to visibly step into her future role. She presided over national ceremonies, delivered speeches with poise, and even handled sensitive diplomatic meetings. Experts note that her tone, body language, and vocabulary were carefully calibrated, a sign that she was learning not just to lead, but to inspire. Her speeches were subtle, weaving historical context with contemporary relevance, a skill that won admiration beyond Spain. Later in this video, you'll see one of her earliest speeches that shocked political commentators, proving she was not just a ceremonial figure but a rising power in her own right. 6. The untold sacrifices. Every crown carries a cost. Leonor gave up a normal teenage life, social freedoms, and moments of personal privacy. Her friends recall her missing birthdays, school trips, and casual outings. But she embraced these sacrifices, knowing the path of leadership demanded it. Each decision, each delay of personal gratification, strengthened her resolve. Her rise is not just about privilege, it's about discipline, courage, and emotional intelligence. Later, you'll discover the personal story that reveals why Leonor is considered one of the most prepared heirs in modern European history. 7. Looking to the future. Now, Princess Leonor stands on the threshold of history. Every decision, every engagement, every interaction shapes the future of Spain's monarchy. She is more than a princess. She is a strategist, a diplomat, and a leader in the making. Her rise to power is not just a story of inheritance, it is a testament to vision, courage, and resilience. As the world watches, one thing is clear: when Princess Leonor takes the throne, she will not only wear a crown, she will redefine it. The untold truth of Princess Leonor's rise is finally revealed. Not just a royal, not just an heir, a queen in training. A story of sacrifice, strategy, and unstoppable ambition. Her journey is just beginning, and the world cannot look away.